should be legal in Indiana because it's the best drug we have to combat many ailments other than use of pharmaceuticals that are so much harder on your body and more expensive. And the idea that marijuana was the most prescribed medicine until 1937 in Indiana. 80% of the patent medicines in Indiana contain some cannabis.
People say, well, marijuana is a gateway drug. No, it's alcohol that's a gateway drug. Everyone that has gone on to heroin or cocaine, those people have all had heroin. And if, to the extent it is a gateway drug, it's a gateway drug only because since we've made it illegal, some of the same people that push cocaine and heroin also push marijuana. And so you have to buy from someone who can entice some of the public to go to more dangerous drugs. That would not happen if marijuana was legalized.
My best friend has multiple sclerosis. She has MS. She would benefit from medical marijuana. These patients that I have here, these are patients, these are kids, and they're moving. Families are moving to Colorado. They're relocating. They're dropping everything and diet because THC oil is benefiting them in their struggles and their epilepsy. It's a plant, it's natural, there is medicinal purposes to it. My biggest thing is that there needs to be research done, there needs to be a fight done for it.
Humans have an instinct to take care of their body. We need cannabis as a health supplement because of everything we are doing bad to our bodies. Fast food, processed food, sugar.
My name is Bill Levin. I am the Grand Poobah of the First Church of Cannabis, and I invite you too to become a Cannatarian. Our church has 12 pathways of suggested better living. There is no guilt, there is no sin. We are a joyous celebration of love, health, and happiness. Our church will open July 1st, 2015, and our services will start at 12:01. In our sanctuary, I do believe that cannabis will be celebrated proper.
It's a health supplement. Everybody should have a pint of cannabis oil in their house, in their medicine chest. It does wonders for cancer. It does wonders for MS. It does wonders for arthritis.
There was a study at the University of Michigan which assigned it a 9% addiction rate, which is less than alcohol, less than tobacco, less than obviously cocaine or heroin. But a lot of scholars think that 9% finding was incorrect because the questions were leading people. There are a tremendous number of new jobs in Colorado, phenomenal number of new jobs. A large amount of new taxes, taxes which are supporting the school system. The number of people who are getting addicted on more dangerous substances is dropping. The rate of people in traffic accidents is going down. A lot of people are using vaporizers. Vaporizers are even safer than smoking marijuana because vaporizers at about, I forget, maybe 50 degrees under where marijuana actually combusts. Vaporizers, you get all the so-called benefits of THC. You don't get it burning and whatever is left from the residue going into the lungs.
You know, if we didn't have the strong lobby by the pharmaceutical industry in Indiana, we might have medical marijuana quicker. But I think the people in Indiana clearly are ready for medical marijuana. I had a law case 10 years ago in Indianapolis where 80% of the people in Indianapolis believe that marijuana should be legal if prescribed by a physician. And the Channel 8 poll and the Star poll both came out with 80%, which is the same percentage, by the way, in the states that have accepted medical marijuana. We have 37 states in this country right now that have some medical marijuana law on the books. We have 23 states where they have full access. Patients have access to marijuana regularly and have legal protection. 23 states and D.C. We have 4 completely legal states for recreation, and we have dozens of decriminalized states and cities. A wonderful, effective medicine. Even back 5,000 years ago, it had 13 medical uses, including epilepsy and MS and childbirth and migraines, and it's still used for those things today.
Just research the plant. Let's put money into developing medicines for it. I work in healthcare. I work with sick patients every day. So I see patients that would benefit off this, and like, that's my biggest gripe, is just kind of putting the research that's developed into it, decriminalizing it. Recreational use, all that is great, but at the same time, I think this is the most important cause, is finding the cures for these, or just help for these patients.
Governor Pence's office, this is Kristen. The governor is not in favor of legalizing marijuana, and he has not, to the best of my knowledge, made any sort of statements differentiating medical marijuana and regular marijuana use. I have a statement. His response to letters is that he's committed to combating illegal drug use in communities. Illegal drug use lowers the quality of life in the individual drug user, hurts the family, damages the wider community. It is for these reasons that he does not anticipate supporting efforts to legalize the possession or use of marijuana. And once again, to the best of my knowledge, he has not differentiated medical marijuana from regular marijuana use.
I'm not real familiar with the right to try. Now, would that include marijuana?
The right to try?
Yeah, if you were sick, if you had seizures or autism, I didn't know if that would include that.
Well, I mean, it's currently illegal, so I don't think he's differentiated the use of marijuana for any purpose, be it medical or recreational.
And do you think that he would ever change his mind on that?
That I wouldn't be able to answer.
People got to register to vote, and they got to show up and vote, and they got to not be afraid of what people might think, because they're in the majority.